Good morning, travelers. Tara here, and I am, this is for a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I know you guys have been waiting on these. I would like to thank you for your patience. I'm still dealing with some issues with my foot, and I have to go to the orthopedic doctor tomorrow. I think I need to go to a podiatrist, but my GP says to go to the orthopedic. Anyway, today is September 10th, 2017. This year's just flying by. And this is going to be a general reading. I'm just going to use one deck of cards today. I'm behind the 8 ball, and we're just going to read and see what the cards have to say. I will be trying to post a transit watch post for you guys to the website. If I don't get to it today, it will have to be tomorrow evening. Altidore, I am putting together that thing that I said I was going to get for you. You will get it, so just hang in there. Let's see. Skinny B, I will get with you in a moment. Deborah L, I did receive your, I don't know if you're a Virgo or not, but I did receive your email. I will get to you. So, and I'm going to finish up that Saturn article for you guys. So, if any of you have questions about the How to Make Your Own Magic ebook and the post when spiritual hygiene just isn't enough, or daily hygiene just isn't enough, whatever that article is that I posted, please post your questions to the post itself. Leave a comment there and I will get back to you. Okay? All right. So, as I said, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, September 2017. General reading. We're just going to open the cards. We're just going to open. The reason why I'm putting such a good shuffle on them is it felt like it had stagnant energy on them. Okay, here we go. Six of Swords. The Moon card. The Nine of Pentacles. And that's interesting because that card represents the energy of Venus in Virgo, and that is from September 2nd to the, I want to say 13th. So that's the week we're coming into now. Two of Cups. Oh, wow. 10 of Swords. Huh. And then the 10 of Cups. Wow. That's really odd. 4 of Coins. Wow, that's really odd. Holy smokes. 10 of Pentacles. And then the 2 of Wands. Wow. That's 3 10s and 2 2s. What's under the, no. Yeah, 2 2s and 3 10s. Yeah. And there's a 4th 10. Look at that. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Can you guys see that? Wow, this is quite interesting. As you know, the way I read the cards, for some of you, this may have already started. For some of you, you're in the thick of it right now. And for the rest of you, this could be coming up into the rest of this month, into October. Past, present, future, interplay of the cards. Let's call down some more guides. This is, let's just call down some more guides. Whatever this thing is, it's not a new something. it is the number of tens that stand out the most. And the overall energy is a 10. All tens are related to the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Aces. So what we are looking at is a change for some of you, a major, major life change. This is our Jupiter card. This is a major life change. I have two Venus cards here. This is Venus in Virgo. This is Venus in Cancer. Here's a Mercury in Virgo, and Mercury is now in Virgo. We just had the full moon, which was, oddly enough, in Pisces, and that's what that card represents. Let me go to the... 3 tens tell us that difficult times are coming to an end. Now, normally I would not include this Wheel of Fortune in that, but I'm just going to throw it out there. That would make 4 tens. Responsibilities are weighing heavily on you or your partner. And maybe this is what that 10 of Swords is all about. Because that's just, I was so shocked to see that 10 crop up between this 2 of Cups and this 10 of Cups. That's very unusual. So let's go to the other meaning. Wow. Just to pull it out of here. What 3 tens and then what 4 tens mean, okay? 3 tens in a spread suggest arguments over money matters. 4 tens in a reading tell of great financial gains to be had and a very lucky time. And I see that there is a decision for some of you that will be coming up, okay? Let me see if I can gain any insight into the 9 of Coins, the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. They all kind of touch this moon card, okay? So let's start first with the 6 of Swords, because what we see is somebody who's moving away from some kind of troubling time, if not on a physical level. Then what we're looking at, this is the mental level. We see someone moving away. Now, I don't know if some of you have been wanting to move, literally move, and the reason why I bring that up is because I have this 10 of Coins, I'm sorry, 9 of Coins, Eddie. There is a snail at the end at her feet. And that suggests snails take their homes with them where they go. I have these 2 houses here. I have this representation of 2 cityscapes, so to speak, here. There's one and there's one. That's more of a village kind of a thing, but it can also speak to community. Well, let's see if I can find out anything with the placement next to the moon. It suggests, yes. Listen to this. When the 6 of Swords appears in a reading next to the moon, it may be indicating that it would be advisable to be sure of any changes you intend to make, as the full picture is not yet clear. I was going to say, it's like you're sailing into confusion, you know. All the details have not yet come together, so it would be beneficial to put things on hold at this time and wait until the time is right. That's what this card says. In other words, trust in your own value of whatever you're doing, okay? And this requires, in order to do that, this requires that you keep a handle in the real world on everything that's going on. So if this is some kind of financial situation, you want to try to make sure that you're in the best position possible, okay? This woman has put in a lot of hard work, okay, in order to attain what she has. Now, this is interesting. With any 10 before or after, and we're going to say that this 10 comes after. When the Six of Swords appears in a spread with any 10 before or after it, it is an indication of travel, a journey, a vacation or holiday, or even a change of residence. It may involve a major decision which will ultimately move to movement of some kind. We see that here. Look at this. Isn't this something? Wow, that's a spread. That's our movement. The wheel is turning. Let me move this out of the way because I'm going to burn myself. I think it's pretty darn hot. Now, the Six of Swords with any 10 before or after it is a message that, I think I might have dropped it in the wrong place. I did. I always do that. Okay. Is a message to look carefully at all aspects of a situation, as there may be some hidden traps or pitfalls. Look out for unnecessary expenditures. Wow. Let's get to this Nine of Coins here and see what it tells us next to the Moon card. Isn't that something? We'll see. Maybe I was supposed to wait till now to give you guys this reading, huh? Let's see here. The Nine of Pentacles. When the Nine of Pentacles appears with 3 10s in a reading, it is implying a major move or an extended vacation or journey, which proves fruitful for many reasons. Next to any 10 card, it is an indication of travel, journeys, short trips, and vacations. Isn't that something? Let's go to the 10 of Swords right underneath that, since I'm here. Wait a minute. I think I just read the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me go back. I swear that was the Nine of Pentacles. Don't ask me why. Okay, nothing about the 10 of Swords under the Moon, but I would dare say, again, that there's some kind of disappointment here. That's how I read that as it comes up. It reads like a disappointment of some sort. Why does that say Suit of Swords when I'm trying to do Pentacles? See, I think I read the wrong thing. Hold on. There it is. Pentacles. It was showing me the wrong thing. Isn't that odd? Here we go. Now let's go back to the Nine of Pentacles again, because I want to make sure that I just read what I read correctly. Yeah, with 3 10s and with any number 10 cards. So that was correct. Now, let me read to you. Let's see if we can see if the Two of Cups next to these 10s mean anything. And this one kind of says that whatever your heart desires, you're going to get it, only it's not going to come in the manner that you think it will. For some reason, that comes to mind as I look at those two cards. Now, there's nothing next to the Moon or next to the Tower, but I do have 2 2s. The Two of Cups and the Two of Wands tells of a commitment or an engagement. Yes. And now let's look at the Ten of Cups, perhaps next to the moon. Next to any other 10 card. When the Ten of Cups appears next to any other 10 card, it indicates that a huge change is imminent. The number of tens will indicate how radical the change will be. If there are multiples of tens within the spread, it will indicate how the changes will come about. Well, I don't even know what that means. It is definitely going to be the end of feeling at rock bottom. The change will bring about, I feel, a new sense of home, as it were. For some people, their dwelling is their home. For other people, a person is their home. I see that with this Four of Pentacles here. This is about saving and conserving. But it could also be about having to release something, let go of something. It is a coins card, so even this would be on the physical plane. This could be, getting rid of old things that no longer serve you, clearing out space to free up energy so new energy can come in. We see that we go from, sometimes this card is about saving because you don't really have enough to do what you want to do. So you're very conservative with your money. Remember, one of the messages was, you may not have all of the details, so don't spend unnecessarily. Well, but then we see that this Ten of Pentacles comes. And this is about having enough to go around. This is the legacy card. I'm not picking up that some of you have, maybe someone did pass away. Maybe they had surgery or something that did not go well. Okay. And they passed away. And in passing away, they left you a legacy. They left you something. And now it's up to you to figure out what you're going to do with that. You have a choice to make. And this is a very, very important choice. I feel that for some of you, this is going to come about through a relationship. It's a relationship. Here's this Two of Cups. It is this sailing away from troubled times to more calm waters, over to this Ten of Cups to the Four of Pentacles. That's the line that I don't understand. This kind of speaks to me about maybe you were single or have been single. You are used to doing things yourself, or you have, in some respect, gained a level through your own hard work, the own sweat of your brow. You gained a level of security. This may not necessarily, here be the kind of money that you really want to make, but it speaks to being in a very, very good position, okay? Here's the Two of Cups. And this is the present line. It's in the middle of the past vertical column. It's almost like the cards are saying you got away from one relationship. And sometimes this card is the card of the miser. In other words, maybe the person didn't want to, they didn't share anything with you. People who won't share their time with you won't share their money with you. And people who won't share their money with you won't share their time with you. Okay? So maybe this is what we moved away from that. And perhaps it has been uncertain. The one thing we can be certain of is where we are now. Okay? That's what that row's telling me. And now for some of you, you are now in a position, a relationship has come in. And this relationship is going to be life-changing. And you have a decision to make. It is also this row. We have sailed into... This doesn't read to me as though someone there's been a betrayal. It reads like, okay, I got away from this relationship, and maybe this is a somewhat like a mourning period for you. And you're feeling sorry for yourself, okay? But at the same time, you have a choice about that. You don't, what's done is done. And try to see what that lesson is. And I think what the lesson is for some of you has to do with what home means to you. This could be having harbored illusions around what home really means to you. And you're going to be giving an opportunity to go to review that. Why? Because it is time. I also feel that if some of you have been struggling in the area of relationship, maybe you've been single for a long time and have felt that you're not going to meet that life partner or that person that you who really makes your life exciting and fulfilling. You will meet that person. That person is on the way or is coming. For some of you, you may have already met that person, but there are still some things that are unclear. Maybe the person has proposed something to you, but that is still unclear. So we want to think about what's being proposed, and we want to get as much information as we possibly can, because there is a decision coming. Now, well, the Lanamika just fell out. Okay. Let's put that back in the card, in the deck. Because I don't even know what card I was going to look first. But just take note, she fell out of the deck. Okay? And if she pops up again, we know that she's supposed to be there. Wow, Virgo. This is quite interesting. The first thing I want to look at is this Six of Swords. It's just kind of... because it looks as though some of you either fear that something's not going to go right here. What are swords but thoughts? But it's also communication. So for some of you, this could be an argument over money. One that you don't know about yet that's going to be coming up. It's another Wheel of Fortune. Fortuna. So something, the wheel has changed, and some of you, whether you know it or not, sometimes this could be a man coming in to assist you. If not, this is the universe coming in to assist you. Whatever the case may be, it has come through. It's a positive. It's a positive, okay? It's the wheel. And whatever bad stuff was going on, it's moving now, okay? So if you felt stuck, know that it's moving now, but there's some things perhaps that we don't know. The next card we have is La Vecchia Signora. This is the card of advice, okay? So this could be an aunt, an old confidant, a friend, a grandmother. Basically, she has advice, perhaps has said to you, you know, baby, you need to move on, or you need to figure out a way, or sometimes that's the way life is, or just wait, it's going to come to you. Okay. There's a precious presence, a gift not unselfish. Now, this La Vecchia Signora is kind of throwing me off, but basically the message that I'm getting is that something new has either arrived, is already here, and or will be coming. Oh, I'm so hot. My guides have me so hot. Oh, gosh. Okay. Hot. Now, let's look at this moon card. I want you guys to go ahead and be formulating your questions. I'm going to pull one romance angel card as well. And I'm going to be adding a new gallery to the website. If I don't get it done this week, it'll be next week, okay? And I'll make that announcement when the time comes. That'll be strictly romance and love, okay? Let's look at this moon card here. Costanza. Immutability. Something that is constant, immutable, unchanging. Maybe this is fear, or maybe this is, but it's actually, it's saying to stay the course. Constance. To be constant. Allegrezza al cuore. Happiness of the heart. Now, what's important to know about the Sibillas is that they designate two different types of happiness. There is the happiness with family and friends, and there is that personal happiness of the heart. To me, that's the Three of Cups card. Perhaps some of you are trying to, the moon can represent hidden emotions, the depths. It can represent fears. And so perhaps some of you are a bit fearful about this new thing that has come in, or fearful about the direction in which you should go. Maybe something has been presented to you and maybe you don't quite trust it. Nevertheless, there is an undercurrent of happiness here. Okay, one more card. But look, there's the dispiacere. And what I'm getting is this is the fear that things won't go the way that, remember I said that we want them to. Now, it is very important, if this resembles you or your situation or what's happening with you on an emotional or psychological level, it is very highly important that you maintain a high vibrational state. That's the wheel. It's the wheel. To me, these 10s are speaking to the universe trying to manifest a change for you. So it would behoove you to try to have faith and maintain faith, and don't allow any of your fears to come into play. Give it up to the universe, okay? That can be difficult. I think some of you even sense that there's a change here. I want to look at, of course, this 10 of Swords. This is not a ugly reading, people. It's just, this is a very delicate time. And what I'm picking up is that whomever the other person is, or whatever the situation is, it really isn't about them. It's about you, Virgo. Venus in Virgo speaks to values. This is about having faith and value in who you are, what you you know, what you can bring to the table, and having confidence. And maybe right now, some of you, you know, that it's kind of like that. It's too good to be true. That I'm kind of picking that up as well. I don't know. You know, that's the skeptic nature of Virgo, and pessimistic. And you have to be really cautious with that energy. The universe is trying to move something here. Let's look at this 10. And then I'm going to pull cards on this 2 of Wands to see what this choice is. Okay. And you know, the truth is, I'm going to tell you guys, whatever choice that you make, I don't think it's going to be either the right choice or the wrong choice. It's just going to be a choice. But because this is so major, it is so major, I think there's a lot of worry and a lot of fear. The dispiacere. The militare. Relationship with law enforcement. In one sense, it's like something legal. Okay. In other words, that feeling of being caught. Maybe some of you feel like you're in between a rock and a hard place. It's a weird card. The prigione. The man constrained. And maybe somebody has gone to prison. Maybe somebody that you cared about. They've gone to prison or they're on their way to prison. Maybe they're in prison. Okay. But that can also speak to someone who's mentally in prison. It's falling on a swords card. The sospiri. Remember I said it's like disappointment, and that's how that reads to me. It reads like disappointment, like you either haven't gotten the message that you need, or the message came through, but it wasn't quite what you thought it was. It led to disappointment. For some of you, it may have even been an argument that has cropped up. And maybe for some of you, you're waiting for someone to get out of jail or prison. And this is why we see this 10 of Cups here. So for some of you, maybe there's a release date coming up around this time. This may not necessarily be a romantic relationship. You know, it could be your kid or somebody who's about to get a release date. But this is going to be a major, major change. Now, let's look at this 2 of Wands. You know, I just wish I knew what that was really telling me. My guides are, there's more information, they tell me. There's more information about this. Let me go to I'm trying to see if I can hear what they're saying to me. One voice is trying to come through quite clearly, but it hasn't pulled any, hasn't come up yet. Maybe it will when I lay the 2 of Wands. Such a weird. You know, I'm getting that this is just a temporary setback. Whatever this is, it's a temporary setback. If this doesn't apply where somebody's getting out of prison or there's a release date, if this is about some type of new relationship and something not going as you thought it was, it's been a disappointment. It's temporary. It's temporary. Why? Because there's something else that needs to be worked on here. The limoneo, that's a contract, a marriage. I think there's been a proposal put forth. Okay, whether this is, remember, the two twos are marriage or engagement, a commitment. And this speaks to the highly spiritual nature of the couple. The Belvedere, the choice is to join or continue to move forward. Look, I think somebody's going to propose to you and you're going to have a choice to make about what you want to do. You know, isn't that something? Isn't that something? Obsessive attachment to the situation. And you know what I'm getting? This is about continually looking towards the future. Look, she's looking this way, and you have a choice on how you want to look at this. Almost as if the cards are saying that for some of you, this you're fearful about the decision. Maybe some of you have already turned it down. I think it's because you fear losing your independence, and that, you know, more than any other person, Virgo females are really kind of funny about their independence. And wow, that's interesting. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's very interesting. So what I'm going to do is, this is a major life change, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Major life change. Formulate one question in your mind. I'm going to pull an angel answer card. I'm going to pull a Heart Oracle Tarot now. Please focus and concentrate on what message your heart needs to hear. And if this is about a romantic situation, please ask the romance angel deck to provide you with the message you need to hear about your romantic life challenge situation, relationship. Wow. I'm just floored by that reading, people. I really am. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. The first card with the angel answer says, don't stop. Okay, don't stop. This is not the time to give up, Continue to move in the direction of your hopes, dreams, or plans. You are on the right path and you should see progress as long as you stay the course. It is very important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. There's that 9 of coins. Don't let others intimidate you into quitting. Just because they don't have your vision doesn't mean you shouldn't follow your heart. It's very important. The next card is the Sun, the Blossom card. No, it's not. It's the Judgment. Sorry. I don't know why. That reminds me of the Sun. But, you know, because I said that and because what is judgment if it is not a drastic change and review of your life? But look at the positive energy of that. Okay. The keywords are awaken, transform, stretch, direction, and growth. Matters of heart are much like flowers in the bud stage. Oh, like flowers, sorry. Y'all forgive me. I'm a little wheezy today. In the bud stage, the relationship is in a state of potential. It requires loving care and attention to help it grow, develop, and bloom. The people involved in the relationship must be willing to trust and open themselves to each other. With the proper amount of nurturing, the relationship will blossom and bring beauty to the lives of those involved. It's time for you to nurture the potential of your relationships. New life and love are waiting for you. You have only to reach out and take hold. Seize the energies of renewal that surround you now and allow yourself to blossom like a beautiful flower. Awaken to the possibilities regarding desires of the heart. To me, that's that moon energy. Being afraid of this. A blossom follows the sun because its warmth and light nurture the flower and infuse it with energy. The sun even provides some of the nutrients needed by the blossom. What is the sun in your own life? What nurtures you and helps you thrive? Do your relationships provide what you need? If not, it may be time to transform your life and grow in a new direction. Those are those 10s. It's coming whether you're ready for it or not. You're in a period of growth regarding affairs of the heart. Stretch yourself and your ideas of what you believe is possible. And know, in fact, that all things are possible if you will only follow your sun. I want to say that's the Sun card. No, it's the Judgment. Yeah. The affirmation, I awaken to the beauty of relationships that nurture me. Now, this is what was interesting. The romance angels say, getting to know each other. Do you see that? Getting to know each other. And the guy is courting. He's courting. You know, I think for some of you, some of you are a single mom, and this is a new man that has come into your life. Yes. Now, the card says, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And maybe that 10 of swords, again, like I said, is a fear that this isn't going to go the way you think it is. Be cautious with that. That's a new man in your life. Here is the thing. The romance angels are guiding you to create intimacy with your partner by revealing your true feelings, your dreams and desires, and the other innermost aspects of yourselves. You discover commonalities and learn new ways of relating. If you're presently in a relationship, this card is a message of healing through honest dialogue. This is particularly true if you've stuffed down feelings instead of discussing them with your partner. Perhaps sitting together with a counselor will give you the strength and support to admit them. Regardless, this card clearly guides you toward holding deep and honest discussions for the benefit of your love life. Look. And in one respect, what I'm getting is You don't have to, maybe some of you fear having to give up your independence or your identity. You don't have to. There is no we without a me. You're going to have to maintain your own cups. You're going to have to maintain your own security, financially, in terms of your work, in terms of the value that you place upon yourself. You know, look, I may not have the greatest job and I may not have a whole lot of money, but I bring a lot to the table. And you need to stand in that and don't be fearful. For some of you, this may be that maybe you think because you don't have, you know, maybe a college degree, or you don't have whatever it is that you think you don't have, and you're allowing that to color the possibility or the realm that somebody can just love you for who you are. Be very cautious with that, because I really think this really speaks to somebody new coming in. For a lot of you, I think you're a single mom, and somebody has shown up into your life. I think who's very honest and very sincere and very true. And if that's what you feel, remember those 3 cards that came out on the moon? Go with that. And don't allow your past experiences to color, and don't allow your low self-esteem, if that's what you're dealing with, color this relationship. Okay, know that you are enough. You deserve it. You are enough. You are perfect exactly the way you are. And I think that that's what that man sees in you. You don't even see it in yourself. So that's what I have for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for September 2017. I really hope those messages help. And until next time, namaste.